Sat Sri Akal, Steel Hunters here. So this is my vlog number 1 for my ongoing quest to learn the Punjabi language. And right now I've decided to start with learning Gurmukhi, which is the written script of Punjabi. And I'm doing that because I want to ensure that as I learn conversational Punjabi words, I learn the correct pronunciation. And sometimes when you're learning rote phrases from YouTube videos or even from people in person, you're not always sure if they said da or ka or ka or ka. And if you can see it written in Gurmukhi and you know how the Gurmukhi is pronounced, then you would start off on the right foot as far as pronunciation is concerned. So that was my priority. So I used a couple of different videos that I'll link in the description box below that go over the alphabet, the names of the different letters, and the sound they make, and what your mouth posture should be when you pronounce those. And I used a couple of different ones to ensure that I wasn't just getting one person's accent. And I made my own little chart here. It's still in pencil, but I wanted to have it on a separate piece of paper, so as I go through my notebook, and I set aside a special notebook, I'd be able to take my alphabet with me as I was writing. And once I sort of nailed that down, I wanted to learn how to memorize them. And I found a terrific series of videos on YouTube, and I think they're called Learn Gurmukhi in 5 Days Crash Course, something like that. And the lesson itself is a gentleman teaching a lady, so you get that teacher-student dynamic going on. And even though the video is in Punjabi, don't be put off from it if you don't speak Punjabi yet. It's so clear and so well gone through. You don't have to know exactly what he's saying. It's very clear what's going on. And I'll just show you my page of work, my first page. So what he does is he starts with ha-ha. He starts with ha-ha, shaped like a hook, and then the shape progresses. You can see how it naturally progresses. So he's not going through the alphabet in alphabetical order. He's going through it in shape order. So you learn a set number of letters, and then you sort of burn them into your mind by repetition. And then he gives you a vowel, and you start making English words like miss and Tim and that sort of thing. Then he gives you a couple of more letters and another vowel, and then you can write words like mystery. And so you're writing English words using Gurmukhi script, which is a great idea because then you can keep your Gurmukhi in practice by like writing out your grocery list or making notes to yourself in English, but using the Gurmukhi script, and it keeps you using it, which I think is a great idea. So I've only taken the one, and yet I'm keeping, like I'm still in practice. I made flashcards with the name of the letter on the back. And of all the letters that I have learned so far from that lesson, and then I just test myself every so often throughout the day, and I've retained all of these letters. So I'm looking forward to doing the second lesson, and I'm not only going to be putting in the description box below all of the lessons that I reference in my vlogs, but on my channel you'll find my learning Punjabi playlist, and I'm constantly adding to it, and those are all the videos that I am referring to in my ongoing quest to learn Punjabi. And I think I'm already learning so much. I've always wondered why, as a new Sikh, sometimes I see Waheguru, which is the name of God, Waheguru written with a V or Waheguru written with a W. Because to a native English speaker, a W sound and a V sound are nothing alike. It is a completely different mouth shape. For a V, you keep your mouth flat. And it's a tooth sound. You put your teeth on your bottom lip. V. And it's vowel or very or vocabulary. It's a very tight, flat sound. And W is a kissing ooh, like wah. And your teeth are not involved and your mouth is not involved. So wonder and why. Your teeth are not involved. It's way out here, away from your mouth. Wah. And the idea that you would confuse or mingle v and wah is unbelievable. But as I learn the letters and I learn wava, and that it's sort of a v sound, a soft v sound that sort of goes into a v kind of a thing, I'm realizing that how different the sounds are, and that the reason sometimes it's a V and sometimes it's a W when it's written with English words is that there is no sound like what you're supposed to make. And some people are picking the V sound, some people are picking the W. It's really sort of VWH. and as a new Sikh, I want to know how to say God's name right? I mean, you got to start somewhere important. So this is, I think it's a really good idea to start with the alphabet, and then you're on strong ground. So, and I think it's important to have goals when you start out. My long-term goal is to be able to read Bani, scripture. But midterm goal, I want to be able to follow conversations when I'm in Langar Hall and I'm, peeling potatoes or making roti with the ladies. I want to be able to follow conversations and maybe participate in conversations instead of sort of standing there by myself listening to what is essentially to me bird singing because I don't know what anyone's saying. And my immediate goal would be to be able to converse a little bit with the various Punjabi speaking people that are in my community that I may encounter on the street or encounter at a place of business, and just hone my abilities that way. I've also got some friends online and some friends far away that I can telephone that I can practice my pronunciation with. So I will keep you posted. I will continue my vlogs. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.